charged over 21. They didn't charge over 21 million lottery scam tickets. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, we'll be back. Keep It P podcast.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen,
that's it.
TZ Vaughn Savage and J Lava is in the fucking building with the Keep It P podcast, motherfucker.
Vaughn Savage and J Lava on the new podcast. They Keep It P podcast, where they take news, situations, and everyday occurrences and show how one could or could not be keeping it P.
I think it must be something wrong.
As a matter of fact, keep it P, but then again, wrong. Keep it PG, PE. This Professor Griffin, I'm out of here.
Supposed to. But I ain't got no notifications though. There's no one notifies. Now they all went up. All three of them. What about look and see if your Facebook got them.
I know it wasn't just that.
Cause everything just went up this time. I see all three.
Nope, nothing.
Out of the darkness into the light. It is the Keep It P podcast. Wow, I'm huge. All right, that's it. That's how you started off, buddy. That's me. Listen, you know what I'm doing. I am liking, or well, y'all should be liking. I'm sharing the program like I want you to do. Also, I want you to hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already. And there's a bell right by the subscribe button. You got to hit that to know every time we go live. But this is the Keep It P podcast, where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P, because I'm not trying to tell you what to think. I'm trying to show you how to think when you find yourself mixed up in an anti-black, racist, war propaganda machine being perpetuated by the lamestream media. Then you got the Democrats and Republicans, both bipartisan, super saying 94-1 on the Asian crime bill targeting black people. They can't come together no other time, but when it's against your ass, everybody's all in. But you know what? It gets a little easier when you got the teasier. Mr. Vaughn Savage Media. Sprinkle him, man. Sprinkle him, dog. Sprinkle him, dog.
Hashtag FTRD.
Yep.
Vaughn Savage Media in the place to be.
That's right.
Sucker MC.
They suckers, bro.
Self-love, self-hug. That's a beatbox and a b-boy stance. You may have thought that was corny. But what's even more corny is if we let the culture die. And we actually have some kin folks that ain't skin folks that believe we should just let the culture die. They actually said it in the comments. Upgrade 101.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They said just let the culture die. They want to let it die. So I'm letting you know. Purposely, there's skin folks. They're not skin folk. They kin folk, but they ain't skin folk. You understand what I'm saying? That's corny.
That's corny. I would agree. So, it's funny how the New York Times is going to frame this one here. Seems like a little lionization to me here. But it goes on to say that father and son are charged in $21 million lottery fraud. Ali Jafar and his son Mohammed Yusuf cashed in more than 13,000 Massachusetts lottery tickets, prosecutors said, allowing the actual winners to potentially avoid paying taxes or child support. So are they in the business of cashing the tickets and let us take the tax, burden, you know what I'm saying? We'll still give you your cash, you know what I'm saying? Let us take the tax burden, and they got caught up with, I guess. That's what I see. But no statistical model could explain, and when a Massachusetts man, his two sons, cashed in more than 13,000 winning lottery tickets worth nearly $21 million over 8 years, federal prosecutors and lawyer officials said it was anything but luck. The statistician will say that there's some astronomical odds that Michael R. Swenson, the executive director of the Massachusetts State Lottery, said in an interview, but there really is, it's zero. In a 19, yeah, he said there's zero chance. In a 19-page indictment that was unleashed Monday, U.S. District Court in Massachusetts, Ali Jafar and his son, Mohammed Jafar, and Yusuf Jafar were collectively charged with more than a dozen counts of fraud, money laundering, tax evasion for taking part in what authorities say was a ticket-chasing scheme. A vast majority of the tickets were scratch-off type that were typically sold at convenience stores, prosecutors said. From 2011 to 2019, according to the indictment, the Jafars claimed the prizes on behalf of actual winners, who potentially avoided having the winnings garnished for unpaid taxes or child support, a requirement for prize winners over $600 in Massachusetts. The Jafars then falsely reported 6- and 7-figure gambling losses on their tax returns, allowing them to distractingly reduce the taxes they paid on the winning, prosecutor said. So how do you prove that you got gambling losses?
Right.
Like, so
only unless you get audited.
What I'm saying, you get to just tell them, yo, I had lost a bunch of money, man.
Yes.
I can't pay y'all, man. You know, I owe a little bit now. Now, I know I owe a little bit, but I can't pay you right now. See, what had happened was I was fucking with them ponies. You dig? And I thought the tray horse, it was scoobily doobly by nose. I knew he was gonna win, baby. I knew he was gonna win. But he janked out in the last turn, Jack. So I can't. What kind of shit is that?
No, I'm telling you, that's how it goes. And hold on, not just about gambling.
Really?
Dude, any write-offs. That's what I was telling you about. That it's like 12 or 14,000 that they don't even check. They just will accept that. And then anything after that, then they want you to have receipts and all that, or unless you get audited, obviously.
Right. The family had previously raised suspicion of lottery officials in Massachusetts, where prosecutors said that Ali Jafar, 63, of Watertown, Massachusetts, was the top individual lottery ticket cashier in 2019. Mohammed Jafar, 31, Watertown, and Watledge, Mass, ranked third that year, and Yusuf Jafar, 28, of Watertown, was fourth. So they had a monopoly on the most winnings in the whole state. Did they think they wasn't going to get caught? Like when you messing with their money? Massachusetts State Lottery Commission temporarily suspended the 3 men from cashing lottery tickets in, a decision that the Jafars unsuccessfully challenged by Superior. They went to court on some bogus shit?
Of course.
This has turned into like the world's most dumbest criminals. Y'all had
Sounds
all this.
Dwight.
Y'all had all this. Yeah, they trying to do what do. See.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to do what your counterparts is doing there, buddy. But you don't get no wins in me, Casa. You don't get wins in Casa. No, you know do what we do. You do what you do. No, you don't do no way we do. You can't get away.
I think it was sweet.
I think it really speaks to the level of hubris, Mr. Sweeney said, of their legal challenge. This is not the result of somebody who is lucky or somebody who is quote unquote playing a lot. The Ali Jafar and Mohammed Jafar plead not guilty on Monday afternoon, appearing by video conference in a federal court in Boston. They have both been arrested earlier Monday, where they were released on their own recognizance. For real? When we just seen the story the other day where the white woman stole 1.2 million and got probation, and the black lady only stole like a couple 100,000 and got time.
It wasn't even that much. It was like 40,000.
Yeah, no, she had paid 40,000 in restitution. It was like 100,000 or something like that. But she had paid 40,000 in restitution already.
I don't remember it being that much.
No, that's how she had. It was. She had paid $40,000 in restitution towards what she
I
owed.
don't remember her owing no $100,000. I don't see them letting no black woman get away with stealing no $100,000 for years and years and years.
Yeah, right. It was something like that. But this is a clear-cut case of that same shit because you let them go on their own recognizance, like they didn't have money to go back to their little home country. And bounce. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not immediately clear. It's not immediately clear whether Yusuf Jafar was in custody. His lawyer also did not respond for requests for comment. They never do. The lawyers who represented the Jafars in the previous civil actions lottery commission declined comment on Monday as well. A spokesman for the U.S. District Court in Massachusetts did not immediately comment further on the case either. Whole bunch of paragraphs. Let me get down to the last two. Under the state lottery rule in Massachusetts, a person who claims 20 or more prizes of at least 1,000 in a year is subject to a review by the director of lottery. If the lottery director determines that it was statistically improbable for a person to have won so many times, officials said a person can receive a 90-day suspension from claiming prizes exceeding $600. A second violation can result in a 180-day suspension, and a third violation can result in a 1-year ban. Notice that they saying that they ain't gonna stop you from spending the money. That's not what they not gonna do that. No. If you spending that much money, they ain't gonna stop you. They just gonna slow you down and tap your hand a little bit. But we still want you to spend though. Don't get the wrong idea, player. It says, Mr. Sweeney said the Lottery Commission had taken administrative action against the Jafars and have referred to the matter to law enforcement. And he said that other similar criminal cases involve lottery fraud were continuing. It's safe to assume, he said, there are more shoes to drop. Boom. So what did we learn here? That even though y'all think y'all the model minorities, and y'all can get away with doing what the dominant society can do, you can. And that model minorities still, even in the most heinous millions of billions of white people's money being taken, ain't demonized, ain't talked about really. It's almost like they're like mad scientists or like super criminals. Like they gotta make a movie about this now. The Jafars. Right. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get snatched out their crib like raid warrants, you know what I'm saying? They get out on his own recognizance with millions of dollars. They ain't talking. What's the restitution? How they gotta pay it back? The indictment federal prosecutors said that Al Jafar had paid less than $24,500 in taxes on 15 million lottery winnings, and received $886,000 in tax refunds or bogus gambling losses from 2011 to 2019. I mean, they're just doing the most.
All of it.
Prosecutors said that Muhammad Jafar had paid less than $21,000 in federal taxes on his $3.3 million. Man, come on, they don't let black people do this shit.
No, the only reason they got caught is because they didn't pay taxes. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Wow.
Basically, on the basically side.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
So basically, for all you PPP loans and other scammers, man, just make sure you pay your taxes. You'll be good. We ain't gonna hold you, mojo, folger, or scold you, but I am gonna told you about being on code. Get you. What? What?
So basically, all the people that got the PPP loans, you can keep it, but just pay your taxes. All right, I ain't gonna hold y'all though. Let's
go. I'll be getting to business, man. We just say, okay, fake. So basically, what they just told y'all is that pay your taxes if you scamming, fam. If you cracking cards and shit, pay your taxes, dog. You know what I'm saying?
They got you. They gonna make sure you're good.
You just pay your taxes. You know what I'm saying? You can get away. You good. You go to it's no big thing. It's the American way. Pay your taxes. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you, mojo, fojo, or scold you, but I am gonna told you about being on code. Boy, stop being on code out here. Boy, off code out here. Boy. You out here off code with yourself, boy. I don't like that. 8 words that we leave you with. Go grab some gear and love, peace, and blessings, and Maloha. Yeah. Maloha, son.
Take that. B1 Health and Wellness, y'all.
You feel me?
Music TV.
We got the check referral and the description names. If you ain't got that album yet, man, if you ain't got that song yet, man, what you doing with your life? Bring it back. Grab the record. Nah, you ain't grab the record, boy.
I bring it back like I took it from the premises. I bring it back like it's stolen from my nemesis. I bring it back. Shawty bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. Shawty bang my line. Bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. You can catch me on the book or DM me at IG. Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look.
Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas, bright. Got big balls and a good pipe.
You got to come from inside, boy. Okay. It's real serious around these parts.
On a wave that you could just go and say, this is a possible way for me to go and lay. Man, I knew it was something, couldn't ignore it. It was faith, it was faith. Flowers in the image, and I definitely belong here. And now that I'm here, I'ma change.
Yeah, I'm an animal, red gorilla. I eat your dog, your poochie. Get what you're gonna get, front and center.
Which I grew up living life, which I knew. All my tools, with my arms, THC scientific.
I'm saying my nigga just passed it. I'm like, damn,
kickback,
I
zip sack, throwing kicks.
Nigga, I cracked it. Nigga, that was